Good afternoon, friends. This is Gopal. Today I am going to present on the three revised fire products, namely GRIHA RAKSH SOOKSHMA Suraksha and LAGHU Suraksha. As you know, the denotification of All India Fire Tariff 2001 as per IRDA notification, the tariff regulations, conditions, clauses 1, etc. add-on, endorsement meetings, etc. applicable to risk of fire and allied perils, business governed by the erstwhile All India Fire Tariff 2000 with effect from 1st April 2021. Three new products introduced with effect from 1st April 2021 are home building and contents, dwellings, known as GRIHA RAKSH. Other risks, section 127 of fire tariff, value does not exceed 50 crores were denotified. Where the value is exceeding 50 crores will continue to be governed by the All India Fire Tariff until further notification. Now, let me tell you about the names of three new products. Bharat GRIHA RAKSH means home building and contents. Next one, Bharat SOOKSHMA Suraksha. For all other risks, where the total value at risk does not exceed rupees 5 crores, but 5 is left, across all insurable assets at one location at the commencement of the insurance. The third one is Bharat LAGHU Suraksha for all the risks where the total value at risk exceeds 5 crores but does not exceed 50 crores across all insurable interest and asset class at any one location at the commencement of the cover policy. Next, features of Bharat GRIHA RAKSH policy, home building and contents will fall under retail category of products. Policy period minimum 1 year and a maximum 10 years. In multiple of 1 year. That is long-term policy up to 5 years is permissible. Issue of long-term policy up to 10 years possible. Sum assured there is no limit. Can be incorporated as part of package policy or other products. Owner of the building is eligible to buy home building cover policy. In case of two-story house, please note, in case of two-story house, insured and his family reside in the same building and run a grocery shop in 2 rooms of the ground floor and personally attend to the grocery business, also can buy this policy. Another important feature is, in case the insured owns and resides in a 3-story building, insured is a partner in a fire that runs an electronic shop on the ground floor. 5 employees attend the shop. The insured can buy this policy only for the 2 floors of the building where he resides. The insured can buy other policies meant for commercial purpose to cover the shop on the ground floor. Clear? Next, special features. Dwellings. Home building means only for the purpose of residence. Self, family, tenant, licensee or employee. Will not pay if the home building is used as a holiday home, a lodging or boarding or any purpose other than the residential. Again, another point, will pay if part of the home is for the purpose of earning the livelihood. If the insured is self-employed, if the insured has shifted office to home building due to lockdown or office closure due to order by public authority. Next, coverages, perils covered, loss producing events covered, fire, no specific exclusion regarding inherent vice, spontaneous combustion, etc. Explosion, implosion, no specific exclusion like boiler. Lightning, earthquake, volcanic eruption and other conventions of nature. Storm, cyclone, typhoon, tempest, hurricane, tornado, tsunami, flood, inundation. Subsidence, landslide, rock slide, bushfire, forest fire and jungle fire. Impact damage by any external physical object including insured's own items are not limited to vehicles. Missile testing operations, riot, strike and malicious damage, terrorism, bursting, overflowing of pipes, leakage or of automatic sprinklers, theft within 7 days following any of the above mentioned perils, deliberate, willful or intentional act or omission of the insured or on behalf of the insured or in connivance of the insured. War, invasion, warlike operations, whether declared or not, act of foreign enemy hostilities, civil war, mutiny, civil commotion amounting to a popular rising, rebellion, insurrection, military or usurped power, ionizing radiation, pollution and contamination, consequential or indirect loss or damage, damage to bullion, unset precious stones, manuscript, vehicles and explosive substances. Addition or alteration to existing structure more than 10% of its carpet areas. Cost, fees or expenses for preparing any claim, subject to terms and conditions of the policy. Next, exclusions. Insured's deliberate, willful or intentional act or omission or any of his behavior or with his connivance, war, invasion, etc., etc. Ionizing radiation, this already we have discussed with pollution, contamination, yes. Then loss or damage, if you please read all this, very lengthy, due to time constraint, I am leaving it to your reading. Other inbuilt covers, loss of rent for specified sum insured and months. Loss of rent for specified sum insured, yes. Rent, so for example, if the building he occupies becomes unfit to occupy for reasons of damage or due to insured perils, then he can opt for this cover, inbuilt cover, sum insured and 8 months. Sum insured for how many months? Sum insured means about 12 months or 13 months you have to specify, per month 20,000 or 30,000 multiplied by how many months he wants, that amount he has to mention in the proposal form. Alternative accommodation for specific sum insured or months. Rent for the owner, alternate accommodation because he has to go and occupy another accommodation paying rent. There also he has to mention sum insured, multiply number of months and per month limit of amount. Then architect, surveyors, consultant is payable up to 5% of the claim amount. A removal of debris up to 2%. These are all inbuilt covers. Optional covers. Inbuilt covers within the basic sum insured as opted. Then here optional covers, valuable contents based on agreed value basis. Valuable contents, any article like a antique, etc. Then the value he has to mention, that value will be called as agreed value. That is optional cover. Again, personal accident also is an optional cover for owner and spouse for rupees 5 lakhs each. Death only, accidental, That is, if when the building collapse or damaged, at the time death occurs, this cover is also available as optional cover. Basis of sum insured here are items covered. What are the items covered, and how the basic sum insured is to be fixed. Residential structure of home, including fittings and fixtures, carpet area basis, 1 in square meter. The cost of construction at the time of commencement of the policy, the rate of cost of construction is the prevailing rate of construction of home building. For additional structure, the amount that is based on the prevailing rate of cost of construction at the policy commencement date. For general content, someone should reference cost of replacement, replacement value of contents on agreed value basis. Valuable contents of home consist of items such as jewelry, silverware, paintings, works of art, antique items. This is were known as valuable items on agreed value basis can be covered. Insured has to submit a valuation certificate. However, the requirement of evidence is waived if the sum insured opted is for up to 5 lakhs and the individual item does not exceed 1 lakh. In that case, valuation certificate is waived. Items covered: building structure based on the carpet area and the rate of construction additional structures, automatic cover for general contents up to 20% of home building sum insured, maximum 10 lakhs. Optional cover for general contents if sought for higher sum insured for content valuable at valuable contents based on agreed value basis. Next, other special features. No under insurance. Very good point. In case of total loss, irrespective of cost of replacement, in case of repair, cost of repair. No policy excess. Architect's fixed debris removal are part of basic policy itself and payment of additional premium. PA cover for owner and spouse for death only or accident of perils covered, add-on cover. Auto escalation is also there by 10% of original sum insured if long-term policy is opted. For annual policy, sum insured shall be automatically increased each day. This is auto escalation by an amount 1/365th, 10% of sum insured at the policy commencement date. Then claim amount payable. It depends upon the carpet area declared by the insured and the cost of construction at the inception of the policy declared by the insured. In this case, example 1, 200 square meters declared, cost of construction is 50,000 rupees per square meter. Damage to the building happens due to earthquake resulting in total loss. Now, in the case of total loss, the surveyor in this case assessed the reconstruction cost on the date of earthquake 80 lakhs, calculated at the rate of rupees 40 lakhs per square meter for that location. But claim will be settled for rupees 10 lakhs. Why? Because we have accepted the rate declared by the insured and accepted by us. Therefore, the claim will be paid for rupees 10 lakhs. Then, in case carpet area declared is less than actual value, the actual value, say for example 200, the actual value is 210 square meter and the declared value is 200. In this case, the declared square feet area is the insured value is less than the carpet area as per the survey report. Insurer will restrict the liability to what is declared by the insurer. The claim will again be settled for 10 lakhs. Then, carpet area declared more than actual. That means actual declared value is 200. Then the surveyor assessed 180 square meter. Insurer will restrict the liability to sum insured applicable correct carpet area for 180 square meter, declared value 50,000. So 90 lakhs will be settled. 9 lakhs, 90 lakhs will be settled by the insurer. This is how the carpet area in square meter and choosing the sum insured plays a vital role in deciding the claim. Then premium rating, see normally the premium rating for GRIHA Raksha, IAB rate means Insurance Information Bureau rate per 1000 plus rate for terrorism as per pool. This is what the circular says. Sooksshma Suraksha again IAB rate plus earthquake as per existing guidelines plus rate for terrorism as per pool. Laghu Suraksha IAB insurance rate plus EQ as per existing guidelines and rate for terrorism as per pool. Then natural calamity, NatCat, earthquake. There are 3 zones, zone 1, 2, 3, 4. Then accordingly the premium rate has to be taken out. Like if your area falls zone 3, you take it as 0.10 per milli. Coimbatore comes under zone 3. Then storm tempest flood inundation per dwelling 0.075 to 0.105 per milli. Non-industrial risk 0.150 to 0.10 per milli. Then industrial risk 4 to 7, 0.25 to 0.30 per milli. Standalone storage go down 0.350 to 0.450 per milli, and storage in open 1.500 to 1.80 per milli. See, for open storage rate is very high. And this you must keep in mind. Terrorism, for example, terrorism is another STFI, NatCat, earthquake, then terrorism. Residence means 0.08 per milli, non-industrial 0.15 per milli, and industrial 0.20 per milli. These rates for extraneous perils may change from time to time. You please find out from the office the correct position. Similarly, IAB rate right now I don't have, and even it is not available. Therefore, we have to approach the office and ascertain the IAB rate, or otherwise in fire tariff risk code is there. If that risk code is correctly chosen, that rate will be the basis rate. Then you have to add for earthquake, these are all inbuilt nowadays. Terrorism also. So you have to calculate the premium in such a way that you don't commit any other. So after calculating the premium, you ascertain the correct rate to charge it from your office. Then comes the customer says due care while choosing the square meter area, carpet area, the cost of construction. They will calculate choosing the correct carpet area is very important, very essential. Opportunity available, the plenty, marketable. Marketing is very wide. And then proposal form we should get duly completed proposal by the proposal including declaration. Then in the next 2 products follows after a few minutes. Thank you. Hi friends, now I'll discuss about the 3 remaining products, Sookshma and LAGHU Suraksha policy. Risks that can be covered under both the products other than dwellings. Salient features: total value across all asset classes at any one location for a sum insured not exceeding rupees 5 crores for risks under Sookshma Udayam Suraksha, namely who are all eligible: offices, shops, industrial, manufacturing, storage outside the compound of industrial, manufacturing risks, and tank farms, gas holders outside the compounds of industrial manufacturing risks, and similar risks up to 5 crores. Sum insured and exceeding 50 crores, LAGHU Raksha. Above 5 crores and not exceeding 50 crores means Bharat LAGHU Udayam Suraksha. For both the products, only annual policy can be issued 1 year policy, 12 months, excess, flat, 5,000 other than terrorism, Sukshma, and 5% of each claim subject to a minimum of rupees 10,000 other than terrorism for Laghu. Okay. Then standard add-on covers, declaration class for stocks, for Sukshma, for Laghu, declaration class for stocks and the floater cover. Then it continues. Who are eligible to buy these policies? Owner, occupying or occupier under lease. Occupier as purchaser under an agreement of sale or lease. Legal occupier as a tenant. Property occupied by a tenant, a licensee or employee. A tenant under an agreement writing and are liable to repair it. Then next point, assets are items that are covered. Any building or structure including basement or fixtures fittings permanently attached to the floor, walls or roof like electrical, wiring, antennas, etc. Additional structures, garage, outhouses, security sheds, towers, veranda or porch, tanks, compound walls, retaining walls, fences and gates, internal road, lifts, hoist, solar panels, wind turbines and air conditioning systems, central heating systems, security systems and cameras, electrical installations, fire alarm, fire sprinkler system, power lines, power installations, water, gas and sewage pipelines within the premises. Any other structure shown in the policy schedule. Next, assets that are covered, continuous. Plant and machinery, apart from building, plant and machinery, that is all equipments, machinery, pipes and cables, spares, computers, servers, preloaded license system software including machine under repair, machine taken on hire or lease or any system of purchase of goods, foundation, bedding or setting of the machines, stock of goods or merchandise, finished goods, semi-finished goods, stock in process, stock invoiced and ready for dispatch, raw materials, packing materials, stock accepted for job work for which the owner is responsible, stock held in trust for which the insured owner is responsible, stock in open in the insured premises, all other assets, furniture, fixtures, office equipment, telephone equipment, electronic equipment, computer, etc., and a canteen and kitchen equipment, gym and permanent equipments. Next, losses covered. Fire is, as we have discussed in GRIHA Raksha, same coverages are here in these two products also, Laghu and Sukshma. Please, you can read and understand. Please note that the theft within 7 days followed by any of the above mentioned perils. Then, inbuilt covers in detail, additions, alterations or exemptions. Property erected, acquired or added during the policy covered up to 15% of the sum insured for that item, excluding stocks. It is not applicable for stocks, alterations, additions. Stocks on floater basis applicable for Sukshma Udayam. Loss of stocks located at more than one named location. Temporary removal of stocks. Loss of stocks temporarily removed to other premises for fabrication, processing or finishing up to 10% of value. Cover for specific content for money up to 50,000 during the policy period. Documents such as deeds, manuscript, business books, plans, drawings, securities up to 50,000 during the policy period. Cover for computer program information up to and data up to 5 lakhs during the policy period. Personal effects of employees, directors and visitors up to rupees 15,000 per person for a maximum of 20% during the policy. These are all inbuilt covers. Then inbuilt covers continues. Startup expense also comes under startup built-up covers. Startup cost incurred by the insured in respect of the insured risk consequent upon a loss or damage due to insured event up to rupees 1 lakh. Professional fees, reasonable fees of architects, surveyors, consulting engineers up to 5% of the claim amount. Cost of removal of debris, reasonable expenses for removal of debris up to 2% of the claim amount. Cost compelled by municipal regulations. Additional cost of construction of property incurred solely complying with the municipal regulations. Yes. Then basis of sum insured for various assets. As in the case of GRIHA RAKSH, here also we have to be very careful to advise the clients how to fix the sum insured for various assets. For building, machinery, furniture, fixtures, fitting and all that. For building, plant and machinery, reinstatement value. For stocks, raw material, landed cost. For stock in process, input cost of stock at the time of damage. For finished goods, manufacturing cost of the finished stock or the contract price of goods. Sold but not delivered. Please note. Sold but not delivered. More precisely defined below. Contract price is in respect of any goods sold but not delivered for which insured is responsible. And with regard to which under the conditions of the sale of contract is cancelled by person of any damage insured under the policy either wholly or to the extent of the damage. The company's liability shall be based on the contract price. Bullion or unset precious metals, curios, works of art, absolute machinery and the like are to be covered on agreed value basis. Please note, absolute machinery to be covered only on agreed value basis based on the valuation certificate is a must. Then comes the exclusions excess. Yeah, in addition to those, here excess 5% of each claim, minimum 10,000. Already we discussed in deduct 5% of each claim and the loss suffered by the insured. Terrorism risk excess as per the full, as per the clause attached to the policy. Deliberate willful that we have already discussed. Overturning and all that, temperature, loss of damage to the stock's cold storage caused by change of temperature, we are not liable. Insurers are not liable. Electronic machine apparatus, fixtures, etc. also not a lightning excluded. This exclusion applied only to the particular machine. If there is any damage to the machinery, only the particular machine, the loss of damage is not covered. For other machinery, we will not say no. Other machines are not excluded. Then the insured premises or insured building remaining continuously unoccupied for a period of more than 10 days. He has to give notice unless the insured has obtained prior written approval from the insurer and such approval is proceeded as the endorsement of the policy. These are the very important points comes under exclusions. Then the war, yes, we have the INS radiation we have discussed, pollution contaminant we have discussed, loss and extent damage to bullion or uncertain we have discussed. Then insured property which is missing or has been mislaid or disappearance cannot be linked to any single identifiable insured event. Then these are all exclusions. Then again, loss or damage to any insured property removed from the place to any other place. Then these are all ordinarily removed subject to maximum cover of 10% of insured stock. Any reduction in market value not covered. Then any damage to insured property, any claim covered by marine policy. Yes, marine policy will pay. Therefore, this policy will not pay. Any consequent or indirect loss also falls from the purview of this policy. Any delay or income, wages, earnings, market loss of market or time, medical expenses, cost not covered by the policy. Then cost, fees or expense for preparing any claims not payable. These are all the exclusions. Claim, what are the building and structures, plant and machinery, stock are related to the business. So there are 3-4 types of claims. Total loss means reinstatement replacement value in case of plant and machinery or building. Partial loss means cost of repairs. Insured stock, total stock, landed cost of raw materials, total cost in the premises, landed cost of raw materials, input cost of processing stock, manufacturing cost of finished goods, contract cost of goods sold, but not. See, 4 types of methods. Partial or extent of loss of such partially pay. In case of building or plant and machinery, furniture, supposing the insured fails to reinstate the property, then in that event, the companies will settle the claim taking the market value as the basis, less depreciation. Then, thank you very much. Here comes to an end of all these three products. Thank you very much. All the best. Good luck.